It's nice playing with them. They're really nice people, and it's, as I said before, it is really fun to help them.
So you get to help people in wheelchairs access the sport, and lots of them really enjoy it.
So some of them are blind, some of them don't have very good like wrists and stuff for like playing games. Most of them are in wheelchairs, and what we're doing, we're joining in with them and helping them get access to sport like we can.
What we do each week is that the idea is to show different activities, be a bit creative with normal sports.
Fun, exciting, happy.
Even though we've got mainstream sports like bocce, like curling, football, target games, we then get the children to be a bit more creative in how they use them, how they score it, and they in turn share that with the adults, which is always an interesting area, but it does get the children thinking a lot about what they're delivering.
I enjoy working with the people here, and I like helping everyone do all the games that they have here.
I think they just enjoy mixing with people, getting out of the house, otherwise they're all stuck in all the time, not being able to do anything.
We talk about inclusion quite a bit, but it's got so much in under the heading of inclusion, but there's a sort of comfort in meeting people that they wouldn't normally meet, and the sort of mobility, disability bit seems to just disappear.
I find it's fun meeting new people, getting to play with them and helping them so they can also have fun as well and not just be sat there doing nothing. So it's actually really fun, and it's fun for them as well to get out and play.
Always been my dream is that we do this in 10 parishes with the link with the school, because I think it's quite possible if every single parish community hall was used for 1 hour a week with a local school. It doesn't need to be sports, it could be absolutely anything. It could be growing plants, it could be playing card games, but it's just that link with adults that the children wouldn't normally perhaps meet.
On offer today, we've really brought together the whole of the years 5 at St Martin's in order to really make up for what's been a pretty difficult year for everybody with COVID. So we've simplified slightly our activities. We've got 3 courts which replicate each other. So we've got curling, we've got bocce, which is a version of French ball or pétanque, and then we've got 3 target type games which are going to be interesting.
I've just been doing curling, and I'm on the orange team, and I've been doing it with all my friends, and we just had our first match and we scored 2 points.
We get to do jumping over the hurdles, and you get to also knock down with 10-pin bowling.
Obviously it was very difficult when we had to suspend everything due to COVID. After we'd used the St Martin's Hall for a while, that worked, but obviously it's pretty cramped with 30 youngsters and our adults. So going into the Dave Ferguson Hall was a big plus. It gave us the additional space. What it doesn't have is the height, so we couldn't use tennis and football. So then coming into the sports hall, it meant that we could use the full range of activities that we've got available and add a few extras in.
Well, a few years ago, Paul approached us with an idea that he had and he needed some volunteers for, and thought that maybe approaching a school full of children would work, and thankfully it has. So he approached us with the idea, and we've been coming ever since.
At the end of the school year, the idea is that you're bringing everybody back. Because St Martin's has 3 Year 5 classes, they would have a term each, and then bring everybody together for the final one at the end of term, so that they can reacquaint themselves with our adults, but also it's a really good fun activity for all of the year group to be together.
I get to play with my friends, and I get to help people who need help, like doing activities and stuff.
They're people that have disabilities and that, and we're trying to just help them to have fun and play lots of different games and be social with others.
Children love it, we love having them, the adults very definitely love having them, It certainly saves Paul and my backs and legs because they are our mini coaches. It works with the ethos of the school in terms of respect, inclusivity.
This very much features in our school curriculum when we look at all the different threads of learning that are going on here. We've got some critical thinking skills, creativity, of course a lot of the social side as well, whether they're interacting with each other, interacting with the group users, and of course doing our bit for the community.
We chose Year 5s because they are at a similar height as adults in wheelchairs, and for the first time they're actually addressed directly.
So say if they were in a wheelchair, they'd have this, and we were playing curling, they'd have the stick to push it with. And when we're doing boccia, there's this thing with a circle on the end which you can use to push. And in beanbag throwing, we're handing them the beanbag and stuff, and same with boccia, we can hand them the balls.
I like doing it just because it gives us like time with other people, and like you can see what other people like, and it gives you an opportunity to like also like have a runabout and have fun with people that aren't just your age but other people as well.
It's a real feel-good factor. The youngsters see beyond the disability and will often ask our adults to do things that we wouldn't dream of asking them to do, but bless them, they'll give it a go. The youngsters get a good workout out of it, and it's often the ones that don't shine in the classroom that actually come forward here, and the empathy that is there with the adults is fantastic.
I've enjoyed where you've been on a team and you can actually, with someone maybe with a disability, and you can see that actually one of the disabled people beat me. Lots of the times have beat me in boccia, so you can see that just because they have a disability doesn't mean they can't beat you or something.
Without the cooperation of the staff and the teaching assistants and the parent helpers and grandparent helpers, we couldn't do it. Just like we have to have carers bringing our adults, so we need a decent ratio of adults to young people.
We've seen children really grow in confidence over the weeks. It's been lovely to see them develop their social skills and to make new friends with the group users.
It's something that could be done in any school hall, provided they've got disabled access, disabled toilets, provided to put a bit of commitment of time. Luckily, we've had a bit of funding through from the Community Foundation and various other groups that have helped us out because our main sponsors fell away during COVID. But, you know, you just need a hall space and some equipment, and we'd be perfectly happy to lend out the equipment that we've got so it could be done anywhere at any time.
And I encourage any school to get involved. It's certainly worth it.